yourself comfortable, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in just a second.
Hold on, I'll be right back, Rick.
And we're live. Welcome to English Palette. My name is Jack, and I am going to be your host today. We are starting another exciting lesson. It's a lesson, I think, first time in history where a live lesson is being recorded, and at the same time it is also broadcast over Twitch, Discord, YouTube, also Facebook, to multiple platforms for your convenience, guys. I'm just so excited that you decided to join us. Today you are in for a special treat. We will be talking about education. And since most of you are either in school or have been in school, you are already experts on this topic. So I hope that today a lot of people will be able to share their opinion on this hot topic. And I hope everybody's feeling good today. I'm learning new features, using a new feature on Discord. So if I am a little bit slow on switching screens and switching people, well, just bear with me. I'm learning, okay? But I hope you're feeling good. I am feeling good. And exactly this is how I'm feeling today.
Wow, I feel good.
All right, so I hope that you are feeling good too. Let's just go around the room and ask some people how they're doing. How are you doing? I will give you some. Who wants to say how you are doing? Okay, some people want to say hello. Okay, I'll give you the permission to speak. How are you? How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, great. Binks. Oh, thanks so much. Is it morning there for you? Is it evening? What time of day is it?
Digger. I hate niggers and white power.
Okay,
Burn the
all
faggots,
right,
white power.
It's the early morning.
Okay, I think we want to.
Digger.
Okay, I think that we had some joker here.
And it's like a new feature, but in the normal room, it's easier to happen. At least here we can mod.
Okay, no problem. Okay, we just have we are going to have a few glitches. Maybe just bear with me, because we're trying to make it open, but at the same time, open means sometimes trolls can get access to our classroom, and we don't want that. We want only people who are serious about studying. So please excuse us for that. But now we're just going to get serious. Binks, I was going to ask you about your time of day. Is it morning, evening?
Well, she's probably AFK.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I see there's another person here. Rita. Rita, how are you today? Let me see. Rita. Oh no. Rita is not requesting to speak. See, I'm still learning this. You're good? Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, that's great. Good to hear. Excellent. Well, listen, guys. First of all, I mean, we are going to have some exciting time here, but first of all, we need to do a little bit of announcement time. Okay, announcement time. Okay. Announcements. Here we go. Okay, first of all, I want to thank the hosts of this lesson, which is the English Hub. This is an amazing server, guys. It's rapidly growing, and it's a very friendly server where you can make new friends, you can practice English, and have a great time. So please join the English Hub if you haven't joined it yet. And again, the lessons are hosted there. However, I try to keep those lessons more open so that other people can also join this server, guys. The English Hub is the best thing going on Discord right now. And that's not a joke. But at the same time, there are so many English servers on Discord as well. I want to introduce to you today another server as well, especially if you are a Brazilian learner of English. There is a server called the Daily Language, and I have the links to both servers in my video description. So especially if you need extra support in Portuguese, if you are a learner of English with a Brazilian background, I would really recommend you to join this Daily Language server. And again, the link is in the video description. So thank you both. You guys are awesome, and Discord is really a great way of learning English for anyone without leaving the comfort of your home. Excellent, guys, excellent. So today, guys, we are going to be talking about education. So if you are just joining us, I would like you to make sure bookmark a couple of links. First of all, you need to bookmark the link to my Twitch channel, which is right here in the classes chat. It's Twitch/English Spot. I would really like you to follow the channel. This way you will be able to know every time we go online, we have lessons, you will be notified that the channel is live. So make sure you follow English Spot on Twitch. Now another link I want you to bookmark is a link to my website, which is always has discussion questions and other materials where you can download stuff, where you can also support this channel if you like the content, and I would really appreciate that. So any help will be great. I'm actually right now kind of raising money in order to improve the stream. I need to buy some equipment, and for that reason I'm asking for support, guys. So please bookmark those links, and in just a moment we are going to start our main topic of our lesson. Okay, I hope you are just as excited as I am.
Let's go.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. I see there are several people wanting to speak, but I think it's not the time yet. I will probably let you speak in just a moment. First of all, what I want to do is maybe what I'm going to do is kind of introduce the just a second, the discussion language, guys. Discussion language. So give me a second. Discussion language. I'll bring it up on the screen. When we have a discussion, we want to use these phrases. First of all, phrases for confirming meaning. Let's just quickly refresh it. So sometimes you need to confirm whether the speaker is saying this or saying that. So phrases like, did you say that education is important? Or did you say that education is not needed? What do you mean? Are you saying that? Okay. Of course, last time we were talking about the importance of giving verbal feedback. And one of our amazing students, Bira, she was good at this. She was giving us, she was saying, I see. Oh, really? Oh, that's good. And that made the conversation more useful. Now, sometimes we also want to give an opinion, right? So these phrases will be very important for you. I feel that education is really the future. Or you might say, it seems to me that education is an important part of growing up. Or in my opinion, education is not providing us with good services. Or personally speaking, homeschooling is better than regular day class. All right. So giving an opinion is an important ingredient of our discussion. But of course, the flip side of that is asking an opinion. All right. It's really important to ask an opinion, especially for the person who is in the leadership position. The leader of the discussion makes sure that there's no silence, that we are all engaged. And that means, when there's silence, the leader can ask another person for their opinion. So that's an interesting point. Sorry, that's not asking for opinion. You could say, does anybody else have anything else to add? Or what do you think about that, John? Or you can say, would you like to add to whatever Julia has just said? Things like that. And of course, what's important is responding. So acknowledging the opinion, like, okay, I hear your opinion, that's great. So you can say, oh, that's a good point. Give positive feedback, guys. This is really important. That's an interesting idea. Oh, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. That's great. Also, okay, agreeing. When you have the same opinion as someone else, then you want to say things like, yes, I see what you mean. Oh, that's true. Yes, you are right. Or yeah, completely. I completely agree. I totally agree. I absolutely agree. Okay, you can use those adverbs. Exactly. Okay, it's a short way of agreeing. But of course, sometimes we don't agree. Sometimes we say, you know, our opinion is different. And it's important to acknowledge this as well. Okay, this is very important. Be open, direct. And if you disagree, then say so. For example, you might say, well, you may be right, but what about the other case? Or I'm not so sure I agree. Or I absolutely disagree if you strongly disagree. I strongly disagree. I completely disagree. Okay, so I hope that you are practicing these phrases. Okay, so wherever you are in front of your computer or whether you're at a coffee shop, you know, you can just repeat these phrases after me. Okay, so you can say, I strongly disagree. I absolutely disagree. It's important to know these phrases. And then, of course, at the end of the discussion, we're going to have a summary, and our summarizer is going to tell us the main important points during the debate or the discussion, okay? So a summarizer might say, okay, so far we've said that education is important, everyone agrees. Or you can say, to sum up, we've said that universities should offer better services to their students. Or you can say, well, there seems to be some disagreement about homeschooling. Some people support it, but others do not. And then you can provide more detail. All right, guys, I'm looking at the chat. Is everyone clear on this discussion, on the discussion language? All right, are you clear?
Yeah, we're clear.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Thank you for that confirmation. By the way, if you want to download this worksheet, it's also available on my website. And it is all, if you can also donate it. If you're a member, it's free to download. But if you would like to just download it and help out the channel, then I would really appreciate your help. All right, guys. Now we are going to get into the main part of our lesson. Okay, so if you are new here, if this is your first time and you're just connecting, let's say from Twitch, or if you're connecting from YouTube, you need to be, if you want to participate in this lesson, you need to be a part of the server, okay? So Discord server, hop onto the English hub, become a member, and then you will be able to join our class and discuss. And if you just want to listen, that's fine too. I always appreciate comments from you guys. So just give me a comment either under the video or in the chat. Say hello in the Twitch chat, which I'm going to say to my viewers right now. Okay, guys, hi there. Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, I'm trying to manage multiple screens. I have Discord here. I have my main screen here. I have Twitch here. Oh my goodness, my brain is in a meltdown. Okay.
Multifunctionality, I see.
Okay, very good. Well, I see that the room is full of people. That's wonderful. I'm so excited to see so many of you here. Well, first of all, we are going to get into our discussions, so I hope you are excited. I am. Let's get the right screen up. All right. Okay. All right, so we have the questions on the screen. What I'm going to do is I'll read them out once so that you are familiar with the questions, just in case you cannot see the screen. And then I'm going to select our first round of discussion panel participants. Today's topic, as you know already, is education. Is that correct? Lord Vader, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for that. Do we need education? Great topic. And we're going to talk our head off, guys. Talk our head off, which means talk a lot. The first question that you will see on the board here is about the type of school you would send your own children to. You know, schools are kind of divided into mixed schools or a single-sex schools, boys only school or girls only school. So the first question deals with this topic. Would you prefer to send your own child to a mixed or a single-sex school? Why? Explain. Okay, so I hope you're already getting ideas for this. Okay, now question number 2. Is day school always a better alternative to homeschooling? Why or why not? And now some of you may be new to homeschooling. Homeschooling is basically education at home. So what happens? Many people, especially people like, people who can do this, maybe if there's only a husband and wife and only one of them is working, the other one stays home. What happens is that oftentimes parents choose to educate their children at home. They have a lot of help. So sometimes a teacher helps once a week. Sometimes they do it all by themselves. And we find that homeschooling is a growing trend, has been for the last decade or so. And actually, because of the pandemic, a lot of parents were forced to homeschool anyway. And they're realizing that, children can learn more when the parents are focused on their learning. And also we see from studies that children who have been homeschooled become better leaders in society, which is very interesting. So we're going to compare alternatives, regular day school with a classroom and students, or being educated at home, homeschooling. Question number 3. Do you prefer a system where children are put in fast and slow streams? So for example, if you're good at math, you would be given a test and then you're put in an advanced math class. But if you don't do so well, then you are put in the regular math class. Or is it better to keep all students in the same classroom, mixed ability classes? Okay, maybe some of you have experience of that. Maybe you will share your opinions. I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions. Question number 4. Should corporal punishment, now corporal, I should explain this. It comes from the Latin word corpus, which means the body. So we're talking about a punishment to the body. Sometimes it could be a slap on the wrist, or sometimes, like in the old British schools, you would be given the wobbly leg, which means being hit by the schoolmaster for misbehaving. So what do you think? Should corporal punishment be permitted in schools or not? Support your opinion. And question number 5. This is an opinion, so I wonder what you think about this. Somebody is saying this: half the stuff the teachers teach us is not useful, and we will never need it. Do you agree or not? Support your opinion. So, of course, some people say studying calculus is interesting, but it's something that many people will not probably use in their lifetimes. And in addition, if they need to use it, they can always use a calculator. So perhaps they should spend more time in school studying things that are, very important. For example, how to use money wisely, or for example, how to make investments, or how to organize their life in some ways. Okay. Anyway,
for example, how to pay your taxes.
Yeah,
it's a big problem.
That's right. Many people don't know how to do these basic things, and so I thank you so much for that input. That's great. Okay, guys. So we are going to, in a moment, we're going to start our first round of discussions. I hope you find these questions interesting.
Let's go.
All right, and let's bring out the wheel with discussion roles, guys. Discussion roles. So as you, if you are here a repeater, you've been here before, you know that the discussion should have a direction, and with that direction, what happens is that it helps if there are particular roles. Before we are going to assign roles, what I want to do is quickly explain the roles. The leader's job is to make sure there's no silence, that everyone is engaged, and that the discussion is like a volleyball game, right? We don't want to drop the ball. We want the ball to keep going. All right, so that's the leader's job. Also, the leader has a choice of going to the question that they want to start with, or they want to go to the next question. They can choose a question, all right? So that's the leader's job. Now, timekeeper. Now, the limit of the discussion is usually 10 minutes. Maybe that is going to be short. I might extend the time, but by default, it's 10 minutes. So I want you to keep your discussion compact. And the timekeeper's job is not only participate and express your opinions, but at the same time, you need to watch the clock and make sure that the discussion doesn't drag on. You might say things like, shall we move on to the next question? Something like that, okay? Just to make sure there is no silence. Then, of course, we will have two members of the discussion group acting as active participants. Active participants, those people do not have additional roles. Their basic role is to speak a lot. Talk your head off. Talk your head off. That's the main point. Now, we have a very interesting role here for you, the devil's advocate. Now, just imagine, suddenly everyone agrees and says, oh, well, do you think education is important? Yeah, it's important. Okay, the discussion is ended, right? So what the devil's advocate will do is point out the opposing view. So at that point, you put yourself into the shoes of someone who disagrees. And you might say, well, yes, sure, education is important, but what about other aspects of life? Developing your own character is important, more important than knowledge. Becoming a good citizen, becoming a helpful person is more important, isn't it? So the devil's advocate acts as a mechanism for creating a better discussion. Now, at the end of this discussion, we will ask someone to be a summarizer, and a summarizer will basically give us 2 or 3 main points that were very, most interesting or noteworthy, and share them with everyone else. All right, is everyone clear on that? Is everyone clear on this? Questions? I'm looking at the chat. Okay.
Yeah, they're loud and clear.
Okay, everyone is loud and clear. All right, excellent. I'm still trying to get used to the new screen. So now, at this point, I am going to open the floor to volunteers who want to participate in the first round of our discussions on education. Who would like to participate? Give me your nicknames.
Would love to. I would love to.
Okay, so Arthur? Arthur?
Yeah.
Okay, Arthur. Okay, thank you for volunteering. Arthur. Okay, who else? I see some hands are raised. I am going to allow you to speak. Okay, who else wants to join?
Hey.
Who is this?
Hello, teacher. Thank you for giving me the room to speak.
Okay, so are you Mr. Gentile?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Gentile. How should I call you?
Steve.
Steve?
Steve, yeah.
Steve, okay. I just want to make sure that that I get the right name. So we have Arthur, Steve, anybody else? I know some people wanted... Who was this? Can you just say your name?
Trovel.
Trovel. Okay, Trovel. Thank you, Trovel. Welcome back.
I'm also here.
Okay, who is this? Can you just name?
James.
James. Okay, we have Trovel, James. So that's 4. Two more people for round 1. Who else would like to be a part of this discussion? I see more people are raising their hands to speak. Okay, who else? Please speak up now.
Hello.
Hello, who is that?
Actual.
Actual. Okay, Actual, thank you so much for joining us today. Actual, and we need one more person for round one. One more person for round one.
I think I'm here.
You can also count on me, if possible.
Nature? Nature?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Nature.
You can write
right.
Daniel, yeah. You can
Daniel.
call Dan. No.
Okay, we'll call you Daniel. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay. Fine.
All right, excellent. So we have 6 members. Don't worry, if you didn't get included this time around, we're going to have another round. So you can just listen and give them feedback, guys. So by the way, we are, if you are just joining us, we are live on Discord. English Hub is the server name. And we are interacting on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook. At the same time, we have people in the classes chat where people help each other. So make sure you're plugged in and connected. In a moment, we'll get started. First of all, we need to decide the roles. Okay. I'm loading the wheel. Loading the wheel with the names. All right. Okay, how exciting. We don't know what role you're going to get. In a moment, we'll find out. First, we are selecting our leader. And today's music, I changed it. Last time we had Greek music. Today, we're going to have Bollywood music. Are you guys ready? Let's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring it on.
Let's go.
All right. The leader. Who's going to be our leader? Oh my goodness. Okay. So Actual, congratulations. Actual, you're going to be the discussion leader today. Next, we are selecting our Timekeeper. Travail, okay. Just so you know, Travail, you are Timekeeper, but that doesn't mean you don't speak. You also speak a lot, all right? So please voice your opinions. All right, next, active participant number 1. Let's go. All right, congratulations, Steve. You need to talk your head off. Another active participant. Here we go. All right. That's James. Okay, James, you also need to speak a lot. Who is going to be our devil's advocate? Here we go. Oh, it looks like it's Daniel. Dan, thank you so much. And I think there is 100% chance that Arthur is going to be our summarizer.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Am I going to have a chance to participate in the discussion?
Who was that? Sorry, Mr. Gentile? Arthur. Well, Arthur, yes, of course. You speak your mind and you direct the discussion, so you have double role.
Okay.
Okay, you have a double role, all right. And of course, everybody speaks their mind, even the summarizer, okay? Everyone, during the discussion, you are all active participants. It's just that active participants are maybe speaking more because they don't have any additional role. Is that clear, guys? Shall we go? Shall we get started?
Yep.
All right. Okay, let's get started, everybody. Let's bring up the questions onto the board. We're talking about education. Do we need education? And we're talking about, well, it's up to the leader which question he or she wants to go first. All right. If you are ready, I'm going to bring up our timer and start our counter. 10 minutes, guys. Sorry, any questions before we start? Yes? Who was that?
Are we going to hear the questions once more?
Oh, yes. Okay, very quickly. I'll just read the questions once more. Would you prefer to send your own child to a mixed or a single-sex school? So girls only, boys only. Why? Next, is the day school, regular school with classrooms, always a better alternative to homeschooling? Which is better, homeschooling or regular classroom? Do you prefer a system where children are in high, fast and slow streams, which means advanced and basic stream? Or should classes be mixed levels so that the younger well, there are some reasons why this is better or that is better. Question 4. Should corporal punishment to the body, be allowed in schools? Yes or no? Support your opinion. And question number 5. Half the stuff the teachers teach us is not useful and I will never need it. Do you agree with this opinion or not? Okay. So it's up to the leader which question he wants to go first with, and I'm going to start the timer now. Okay, guys, ready? Talk your head off.
So, I think for the at the boys only school, personally, I wouldn't think it would be that bad, in my opinion. Though children from a very young age, I think they should be mixed with like the opposite sex, so they can like get used to how society works, and just like because like separating at the end is a really good idea from a really young. Yeah. I don't think.
Sorry, can you just speak closer to the microphone? I think it's cutting out.
Okay. As I was saying, I wouldn't go really against like separate schools, but I think always a common school where all the like genders are welcome is a better idea, in my opinion. So I would definitely send my kids there one day.
Okay, leaders, can you just take over, guys? Take over. Continue,
Okay.
please. Thank you.
Well, I kind of agree with Mr. Gentile, but I'm disagreeing at the part where he said, I wouldn't mind sending my kid to a single-sex school. I think it's wrong, because the kid will lack of many skills, such as communicating with other gender or communicating with others, especially. Another side, for example, if you send your kid to a single-sex school, he will only be interacting with his own sex. And at the future, this might cause some problems for him or her. And those problems may lead to some social, psychological disorders, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. Because in mixed-sex schools, students will also have freedom of expression with socialization. So, if you have any other points, you can say.
I also agree with Parker because it could also help build social skills.
Yeah, for
I
example,
agree as well.
yeah, for example, if a kid does not know how to talk with or I mean, how to put it towards, like, for example, flirt with the other gender or have some interactions, they will lack many normal life skills, and it will affect their success at the future. Yeah, on hindsight, I've seen and read many articles about how well same-sex education is going, but I think they're kind of oversaturating the reality, because the main problem is not the success at school. It's the main problem is success at the real life and the social area.
Yeah, does a devil's advocate have something more to add up?
All right, guys,
Okay.
keep it moving.
Okay.
I
Basically,
think
like, okay, here you go.
you
You
can
can
go.
continue. Okay,
yeah,
so basically, like about the question, I would probably say as an English teacher. So I have seen many different people, like the students I'm talking about here. But when it comes to like mixed schools, let's say it is much more incredible thing. If you just ask my opinion. To be honest, like it allows you to control everyone. It also allows you, like, how can I put it that? Like basically, if you just send your children to the mixed schools, you are just allowing them to communicate with the different genders, the opposite one. It allows them how to communicate with another gender, especially like if you just send your children or your child, it doesn't matter. It's going to be like single school, for example. The person, I'm talking about the student, like is gonna have some problems in the future about the communication, especially. It's going to be causing some violence because the student will not know how to communicate with the different gender, which is not going to be helpful for them because, like, especially at the universities, I mean, you need to talk to your lecturers. The lecturer's gender can be a male or the female. I mean, basically, if you just ask my opinion, like, I would probably say mixed education is exactly much more incredible thing rather than the single sex education. But if you ask my opinion, I mean, many parents are exactly sending their children to the single sex schools. It is because of some religion stuff, as far as I know that. For example, as a Muslim guy in Turkey, I'm from Turkey, by the way, I can just basically say that, I mean, they are just believing Allah, the God, let's say. And in this case, some parents are exactly forcing their children to go to single school. I mean, the single sex schools. Because they just feel that it's a kind of sin as a result of Quran or something like that. Basically, I can just say approximately 80% of people, I'm talking about the parents here, they just send their children to single sex schools. Yeah, somehow it is related to some religion stuff, let's say, because they feel like it is wrong, because they are going to be in their teenager stuff and they will be acting a little bit like sexual stuff, let's say. In this case, they're really they are exactly into sending their children to single schools. I'm talking about Turkey, by the way, because I haven't got any experiences about another, the world, let's say. So that's all.
Well, I agree with Natural and Moon, and as a member of Turkish society who lives in Turkey, I've seen many religious schools as well, and those schools mainly teach about religion and stuff. And when you forbid your kid to interact with other gender, especially if you're afraid of, for example, my son is gonna flirt with girls and have some commercial sex and stuff, it's quite bad. I mean, the kid is gonna, if they want to do it, they will do it.
Can we move on?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes, who was that?
But if you ask my opinion as well,
Yeah.
maybe it's about how they just educate themselves. I'm talking about parents here. If they get single sex school and if they have no experiences about mixed sex education, let's say, in this case, they just prefer sending their children to single sex schools because they have no idea. And as I mentioned before, it can be about some religion stuff as well. And because of flirting, as my friend already mentioned before. So most probably, yeah, that's all. Yeah, nothing more to say, honestly. Let's go on if you have any ideas or something, guys.
Yeah, somebody said, can I ask a question? So please, instead of asking a question, just speak, okay?
Okay. I just wanted to read off my response.
Oh, but Binks,
So
are you part of the discussion group? I don't think so. Not this time, are you?
Yeah, I don't think she's either.
Yeah, so can we ask you later? Let's ask you later, okay? Thank you. Thank you. I'll extend the time. All right, no problem. Leader, keep going.
Right, I also want to speak on this. I think mixed schools would be better for a child, because at the end of the day, even though you might want your child to be less flirty with the other sex, or just make sure he doesn't do anything, he or she doesn't do anything that you consider would be wrong. I think at the end of the day, you should still show them, actually, let them go to a mixed school, because at the end of the day, they'd still talk with women or men outside of school, you know? Maybe they meet at a cafe, maybe they meet at some public event. You can't make a human not meet or talk to the different gender. That's impossible to do. So it will be a waste of time or effort to let them go to a one gender school.
Well, I would love to say the same thing to crazy conservative people in Turkey, but sadly, those I shouldn't say that probably, but those morons are they're quite ignorant about these kind of stuff.
Add another question.
Okay, we have a minute left. Come on, guys. Leader, what do you do?
Basically, I can just say that most probably we need to consider like pros and cons. Like, I mean, we are just talking about like sending some children to somewhere. But maybe like if you ask my opinion, I would probably check out like their family issues as well, like the internal issues I'm talking about here. Like, I mean, basically what goes around comes around, and whatever you see from your parents, you will be acting like that. So the most incredible role here belonging to lovely parents, to be honest. Because like, I mean, the children like are exactly like seeing something from their parents, and they are like acting like this is the correct one. So if like, imagine that I'm a 10 years old guy, let's say, and my parents are just telling me, yeah, Daniel, you need to go to like single sex school, but I have no idea. I mean, how can I choose the correct one? It depends on the parents, to be honest. That's all, the time is over.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be getting that.
And that sound means the time is up. The time is up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, actually, I'm surprised you managed to tackle only the first question, but I think it was really really in-depth discussion. So here's my reaction to you guys. Thank you. Wow. Excellent. Thank you. All right, let's ask the participants, first of all. Let's ask the participants about how you did. Okay, so I know you have strong opinions, which really helps the discussion, but I wonder about the discussion itself. How did you guys do? So let's ask Actual, Travail, Steve, James, Daniel.
I think the first question went on really well. But we had all the great questions too. We could not move on.
I see.
I think that a lot of us had the same opinion, but at that point, I think that Devil's Advocate should have said some more things. He was really silent. Other than that, I think we should also have a bit more time, because I had a lot of things to say. Didn't get to say much at the end of the day, because a lot of people wanted to say stuff, and I didn't get to. Anyways, I enjoyed it at the end of the day.
Well, I think that's a learning point. I wanted to point this out. You know, when somebody's speaking for too long, you need to jump in, okay? You need to jump in and you say, yeah, that may be true, but, and then you speak your mind, okay? But just a second, let's ask others. How did others do?
Okay, well, I just want to say something. You guys would allow me.
Okay.
I agree like 80% with what you all have said, but it's just like something about like people who go to like the same sex school. In their life, like when a guy turns 18 or something, I think, in my opinion, doesn't really have to do anything with how they talk to women, or like if it's like a woman-based same-sex school, doesn't really have to do with like maybe.
Sorry. I'm asking about the discussion. How the discussion went. I'm not talking about the topic of education. About how you did during the discussion. Okay. How did you do? Were you able to speak your mind? Were you able to, yeah. So how did you do?
I mean, I was able to speak like a couple of things that were top my tongue. I wasn't like able to just like get deep into the subject more, but it was like a fair game in my opinion.
Okay, very good. Thank you for those comments. And I think we have a summarizer, and I'm sorry, I think I forgot to copy the name of our summarizer. That was probably
me. Yeah.
James?
Arthur.
No. Arthur. Okay,
No,
Arthur. So can you tell us the maybe two most important points that stick out from your discussion that was most interesting?
First point was that the same-sex schools kind of damages the personality of a children, of a kid, not a child. And our second point was it was not about success. It was about the overall life experience of that kind of stuff.
Okay. Thank you so much. Wow. So once again, thank you. That was awesome. So I would just feedback from the teacher now, guys. Okay, are you ready? Feedback from the teacher? All right. And now, feedback from the teacher. Okay, guys. So I think first of all, the topic was, I know you have heated discussion here because you have strong opinions. The leader's job is really to make sure that everyone has a chance to say something. So I'm counting on the leader to say, oh, thank you. You know, if somebody's speaking for too long, oh, thank you. That's a good point. Okay, what do you think, James? Oh, what do you think, Steve? All right. And I'm leaving the names of participants here so that the leader knows how to call on people in their group. So I'm leaving them on the screen. So I hope that the leader can do that, okay? So that everyone has a chance to speak their mind. Now, I know you wanted more time, so maybe I am conflicted about this. I want to give you more time, but at the same time, I don't want to give you more time because I want you to feel the urgency of the time. It's important to speak now, okay? In a real academic discussion, nobody's going to wait for you, okay? If you don't jump in, nobody's going to wait. Native speakers are going to have a discussion and you will never be able to jump in and speak your mind, okay? That's why I am limiting the time so that you have this sense of urgency. I need to speak now, okay? I hope that helps. So now I would like also say that if you're going to talk, try to make one point and then provide an example. Don't talk about 2 or 3 points, okay? Because then it makes it difficult for the others to respond. So just to make one point that is important to mention and then provide an example, like for example from Turkey, and then stop there. Make sure you allow others to speak. Don't hog the discussion, okay? Hogging means don't just take up all the time. All right, is that useful feedback, guys? I hope it's useful.
Yes, it was great.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Yeah. So again, thank you so much to participants of Group 1. Thank you. And now we are taking volunteers for discussion group number 2. Who would like to take part in discussion part 2, round 2? Raise your hand, and maybe those who have already spoken, maybe mute your mics so that there is no noise. And let's see who wants to join us.
Well, can we attend again?
Okay, yes, you can attend again, but let's give a priority to those who haven't tried it. Okay?
I'll go around 2.
I think you can move people from stages actually, so it might be better for us to be moved into just listeners.
Okay.
Just so that yeah, exactly.
So some people are raising their hand. They want to speak for the first time, and I want to give them that opportunity. So
can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, who is this?
Oh, sorry, I'm Flippy24. I just was wondering if you could hear me because this is the first time I've used Discord.
Oh, okay. Are you new to Discord?
Correct.
Okay, so I see your nickname is Floopy. 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 Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes. Now, can you explain the rules real quick or something like that?
Okay. Well, there will be questions on the board, and all you have to do is discuss the questions. I am on Twitch.
Okay.
By the way, there's a Twitch link in the chat where you need to go and see the questions. Okay, I'm live on Twitch right now. Okay, so Floopy will be a part of it. Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, I'll be a part of it.
Can I include me?
Just give me your name.
It's gonna be Agni, but I go by Oscar.
Okay, Agni. Okay, Agni. Here we go.
And
I'm in as well.
Okay, next person.
Is
Fujara.
Is the life.
Is. Who is Is?
Is the life.
Ace Delight. Okay, let's just call you Ace. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, another person.
Me, Fujara.
Fujaro. Okay, Fujaro. Thank you. Fujaro. So we need two more participants.
Where's the Twitch link you were speaking of?
Realism.
Okay, Twitch link is Twitch TV/English Spot. SPOT. Okay, we need two more people, guys. Who wants to take part in round 2? First timers first, and then if there are no first timers, we'll ask people who want to do it again.
Just make sure I'm loading.
Sorry.
What's y'all Discord thing called?
It's called English Spot. One word, English Spot. SPOT. All right. Sorry, I need a name. Name.
Who do you have down?
Hoodie? Can you spell it for me? Okay, we need two people for the discussion. Give me your names. Okay, so people from the previous round, if you want to jump in now, you can. Who?
I'd love to try it again.
Okay, Mr. Gentile, that was Dan. Was it Dan?
But Steve, actually.
Steve, I'm sorry, Steve. Okay. And one more person.
Well, I would like to join again.
Ace, but you are already in there.
No,
no.
Arthur.
Oh, Arthur. Okay, Arthur. Thank you, Arthur. All right, guys. We have 6 participants for our second round. So let's bring up the wheel of names. Thank you so much for volunteering. We're talking about education. Where's my wheel? Here we go. All right, guys. I hope you can see this. I'm copying the names, loading the wheel, and we're choosing, first of all, our discussion group leader. Here we go. All right, Floopy, you just arrived and you're already the leader. Congratulations. You need to be leaders, make sure that there's no silence. Okay, that people are engaged. Next, we're going to choose... next we're going to choose our timekeeper. Here we go. Who's our timekeeper?
So am I supposed to be if the person's turn is up? Am I supposed to be come on.
Yes. You're the person you are the person who is making sure that everyone is engaged. Okay, you're asking others. So what do you think? What do you think? Okay, Steve is our timekeeper. Sapphire.
Hey guys,
Sapphire, your microphone is making noise. Thank you. Right. Next, we are selecting our active participant. Who is going to be our active participant? It's Fujaro. Congratulations.
No way, really?
Why? You don't like that?
No, I don't.
Well, you need to speak a lot.
Yeah, but if I don't have any arguments, how do I do it?
Agni, you are another active participant. Now we are selecting the devil's advocate. Who is the devil's advocate here? Ace! Ace is the devil's advocate. Alright.
Like, what do I have to do again?
As a devil's advocate? Okay, I'll explain. Just give me a second. Arthur, you're the summarizer. Oh, again, Arthur, you're the summarizer again.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Thank you. So let me just explain the roles again, because some of us, our participants, are new here. So Floopy is the leader. Make sure, Floopy, that you read the question if you can see it on the screen, and then make sure that you are asking people's opinions a lot. What do you think? And how about you? And oh, I see. Good point. Let's move on to the next question. Timekeeper, make sure you watch the clock and make sure that we don't dwell too long on one question. So you can say things. I think, guys, we should move on. Let's move on to the next question. Active participants, talk your head off. Devil's advocate, also talk your head off. But if everyone agrees, let's say everyone says, yeah, education is important, then the devil's advocate says, I'm sure there are other important things in life, not just education. Okay? You speak, you give us the opposite view. And summarizer is going to give us the key points mentioned in the debate. All right, guys.
Okay.
I think I'm really excited. Let's go. Ready? Time. We already talked about question number 1. So Floopy, maybe you can start with question number 2 about homeschooling, or you can choose another question if you see them on the screen. Ready? Time. Start. Let's go. Floopy, you're on. Floopy, can you read the question? Okay, did we lose Floopy? All right, maybe we lost Floopy. So Arthur, can you take over Floopy's role?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Which question do you want?
I think the number 2.
Okay, go ahead.
Great.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, can we go up? Yeah.
Sure. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Let's see. I believe homeschooling is bad because of the main topic of the last conversation. It kind of ruins the socializing skills of a kid, and also it's can permanently damage a person's. I can't speak now. Can anyone take over?
Yeah, I'll hop in there.
Yeah. Go.
So I think I agree and disagree. I think the school for children is not the only social avenue they have. I know personally growing up, I had friends. Well, I had a friend that was in my group of friends in my neighborhood, and I mean he hung out with us, you know, when we were after school, you know, played basketball, whatever. But he was homeschooled. He still had the social opportunities. It was just not during those days of elementary school, or, you know, whatever school you may be attending. I think there are other opportunities, and I think it's not the exclusive and only opportunity to gain those very necessary social skills for our current world.
Yes. Like, can I speak now?
Yeah, go.
So it is like homeschooling. Yeah, everything has its flaws, and so is homeschooling. But the thing is that it is mostly good. I would like to say, because like I don't believe that you have that much stress or pressure of like projects or even like homeworks on you like in homeschooling rather than like traditional schooling. And like, well, I'm like working my butt off on my project right now, so I'm like pretty frustrated on that. So that's the point. And also, like, yeah, you don't lose that many opportunities if you are homeschooled, because you like, yeah, you have a life other than homeschooling and other than school. You go to other things. You learn other co-curricular activities in other stages. Like no one does that. Means no one just relies on school for all the exposure they get. So that's I don't believe that's really a point. So can anyone take over right now?
Well, I got something. Oh, go ahead, please, Fujaro.
All right. So I'm saying that if you have to speak in public, so you won't have this ability to communicate easily if you're in homeschooling because you are alone. So that's a big shame nowadays because nowadays you have to speak, like to communicate with everyone. So it's a bit of shame to be in homeschooling alone without communicating.
So
I would like to disagree with that because, as I said, you are not really relying on school to like teach you music, teach you writing. I don't think like you learned all your writing in school. You must have had some other kind of like classes, tuitions, or even like for that you get exposure over there. And like if you are talking about co-curricular activities, they like in my country, I'm from India, they don't teach you that much in school, so you have to rely on like other tuition teachers or like other teachers who teach you like piano and drawing and etc. So you get your exposure over there. So it is not really a problem like you don't have a social life. If you don't have a social life, that's like I believe that's your own communication problem. But the communication isn't like really bottlenecked by your school, I guess, because you get to know people around you like a lot. You do not like always get the interaction in the school. You get a lot of interaction out of the school or like outside the school. So it is not like always. Yes,
Well,
please move on.
I'm gonna cut you right there. Well, I think you're wrong about one part because the main thing is not the main point of the school is not the part where it teaches you stuff. The main thing with school is giving you an environment to work together. And for example, if you're homeschooled, you cannot learn how to elaborate with people or work as a group. You say for most of the school subjects you can learn in home. All right, you can learn them in home, but most of school subjects are useless. So, and if you miss the main thing of school, which I believe is the social part and elaboration school thing, yeah, that's it. Can someone take over?
Yeah, so I guess kind of going. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Someone was speaking.
All right. Somebody. Shall we move on? Someone, Timekeeper. What do you think?
Okay, so I'd like to add something with Arthur. As you said, Ace, like you said that we don't do cultural activities in school, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that apart from the school. Like after school, you can go during the weekend to learn like cultural activities as piano, etc. So it's not really a big deal. And
I'm
more than that,
yes, please
Yeah,
go
go
on,
ahead.
please. No, you go
No,
ahead,
it's okay.
please. No, I'm like
Yeah,
I'm
so-
listening to what you say. Please.
Okay, so yeah, once again, to have this ability to communicate more, it's really important nowadays. I don't know if you can realize that, but just to find a job, I think you may know that you have to speak, right? So yeah, I guess it's yeah.
I really want to interject there. I personally don't think you're going to find your social skills from schooling. Personally, I found my social skills being able to communicate what I'm thinking and communicate my thoughts and ideas onto paper or onto other people. I learned majority of that not from, giving a book report. I learned majority of that in my life from experience, from actually going out and talking with people and doing things, whether that be school or playing around a golf, whatever it may be. Majority of my social skills and means of communication have not come from schooling. It's come majority from experience.
Yeah, I would like to agree on that with him. Like, I was going to say the same thing. You don't really need to learn communication skills from the school. If you have any problem, which I don't believe most of us have, you can literally, there are many organizations and all which give aid to proper fluent speaking techniques. They help you communicate, and they have special courses made for people who find it difficult to interact with people. So there are specific courses for that. You can do that if you are homeschooled. It is not it is a hard and fast rule that you have to learn in school. You have other alternatives for it.
All right. So yeah, maybe we have different vision because I'm in a French school. So to speak is really important. We have a lot of exams to learners to speak. But yeah, I guess it's your own point, but I don't know if it's for we can globalize it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, Ace, I think you're wrong in the point of you can learn socializing and collaboration thing outside of school or outside of that kind of an environment. And when you're at home, you're just interacting with your family. You say you go outside and stuff, but you don't have a reason to go outside at that situation. So
Wait a minute. I would like to stop you over there. Are you literally saying that you don't go to school, so you don't have a reason to go outside? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Means you literally don't go to play outside, you literally don't go to eat outside, you literally don't go to drink with friends,
you don't have
literally
friends.
don't go anywhere.
You don't have friends because you're not going to school.
Wait.
You don't have any friends to play with.
What do you?
No, please. You don't have friends because you don't go to school. That means you don't have a family. That means you don't have any family friends. That means you don't have a neighborhood.
You have a family, yeah, but your all family friends at school. So what are we gonna do now?
There is a time after school. They're not all board schooling, something like that. That is not even possible.
Excuse me, can we get back to the topic?
Yeah,
that's a good point. Get back to the topic.
I was okay, but guys, let's get back. Sorry, Jack, the stage is all yours.
All right.
I guess just to kind of, I didn't want to jump in on that point. What my points were, I want to make clear that school does not prevent you from learning those techniques. What I was trying to say was that school isn't the only avenue for opportunity. I think there are avenues for opportunity everywhere, and school is not the exclusive opportunity given to young people. I think there's a variety of opportunities. School is an opportunity.
That's literally what I started with. That's literally what I started with.
Time's up, guys. Time's up. Sorry, guys. We're out of time. But
can we add 5 minutes, please?
5 minutes? What? No. You can't have 5 minutes. We're out of time. But I can see that you guys have strong opinions about homeschooling. You know what? You might be surprised that a lot of universities now are actually very happy to receive children that have been homeschooled, because they realize that they are independent learners, that they make better leaders, and they're not always waiting for the teacher to give them the next piece of information, that they are the sort of go-getters. So a lot of studies have been done on this, but of course it depends on how the homeschooling is done, because it can be done very poorly, right? So yeah.
Everything has a quality.
Yeah, right. It depends on how you do it. I mean, you can go to a school, and if the teachers don't care about your education, you're just going to waste your time there. Yes. Right?
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, guys. But anyway, I think we're going to ask the summarizer. Arthur, can you give us 2 points that really were interesting during the discussion?
Well, I'm kind of in a stall position, so I'm really sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. That's okay. I think we that's fine. The question is, how did you guys do? Were you happy with your performance? What would you have changed if you could go again? What would you have changed?
I think my stuttering and my habit of saying like at every few seconds. I will change that, definitely.
You want to change that? Yeah, well, I think you can work on that, but I don't think it was a big major issue. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay.
Well, at the first discussion, I felt I was more into the discussion and more able to speak, but in this discussion, I was always going like and stuff. So yeah.
Well, maybe the topics are difficult, right? I mean, it's an abstract idea, right? It's an abstract idea, right? Good. Thank you. Well, I made some notes, and I knew that in the first opinion, I can't remember who that was, but someone said that homeschooling is bad because it messes up students' personality or something. So, okay, good. So I would just encourage you to use other words other than just bad. Maybe homeschooling is not preferable, or you can say homeschooling is not as effective. You know what I mean? So these words like good and bad are just overused. So let's try to use different words. Someone said, "Can I speak? Can I speak now?" Listen,
that was me.
That was you. Okay, so don't ask such questions because you are already a part of the discussion panel. You just jump in and speak your mind, okay?
Okay.
So be more assertive. Yeah. Now, I really liked one of the participants said clarification. You used, I think you asked something for clarification. Did you mean this?
Yeah.
And that was really great because I want students to be using these tools, clarification. And somebody used the word interject, which was great. To interject means to actually interrupt. So someone says, okay, I'm going to interject right here and say that I really like that word. Okay, so you guys want to maybe emulate that speaker.
Yeah. Sir, I got a question.
Yes, just call me Jack. Yes.
So, but interrupt someone while speaking, it's not a good thing during a debate, isn't it?
And no, yes and no. This is a discussion, and if you don't interrupt, you will not get a chance to say something. Okay, you need to sometimes show assertiveness. Okay, and if you think about the spectrum, here is very passive speaker, and here is very very active speaker. Students tend to be on the passive side, so that's why I'm trying to get you out of your shell so that you interrupt each other more, so that you get more to that balanced point where you are able to interrupt if it's necessary. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, but in my school, what we taught us, it's like we don't need to interrupt someone. It's really like misbehave, I guess.
Oh, I see. Well,
can I answer to that?
Yes. Well, if just a second, I'll make a comment and then I'll let you answer. I think that if that's the teacher's requirement, you should follow it. But in real discussions, people interrupt each other all the time. Sorry.
Okay.
What was your point? What was your point?
Yeah. So the thing is that in a class, I don't know how much your length is. I guess more than 40 minutes of a class. And I don't think that many students get to speak in a class. So like their opinions are always like in an organized manner. The teacher always asks them one by one. They express them one by one. But here, like in the real world, no one will like wait for you to say like, okay, you want something, you just go and get it.
That is correct.
That is correct. Yes, that's right. This is the jungle, guys. This is the jungle.
Correct!
I had a quick question, Jack.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was just curious what the purpose of this Discord was, because if I'm honest, I just found this Discord through the whatever we're using right now to speak all together.
Stage.
The stage, yeah.
Stage stuff.
So I guess I'd like to learn a little bit about what this Discord's about, if you don't mind me asking.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I don't think I can spend time to teach you about Discord, but we are actually live on the server
I think
called...
English palette is offline for some reason. Yeah, I'm trying to reach him. In the meantime,
What? No,
I
I am
would invite our teacher, Nature and Moon, who has some experience teaching,
What?
to actually lead the discussion. That might be helpful.
What?
Thank you.
I am not. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Sapphire. I am live. No problem. I think maybe your connection is faulty. I'm fine. We haven't lost the connection. So to answer your question, Discord is basically a communications platform, but we are specifically on a server called the English Hub, where it's a community for English learners, and we have a lot of activities here, quizzes, contests. There was a karaoke event just earlier today, and also lessons, English lessons, and you are a part of it.
All right.
Welcome.
Very cool.
Very cool. Okay, welcome. Yeah, so please make sure that you follow the channel on Twitch. This way you will know when I'm live. And of course, you can join the server, which would be great. All right, guys. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have round 3. Let's go. Round 3. We haven't talked about these amazing questions which I lined up for you. About fast and slow streams. If that's not interesting, then you can choose corporal punishment. Maybe some of your schools, or your parents' generation has experienced this. And then this question, I think someone already touched on it, on half the stuff the teachers teach us is not useful. So there's a lot of wasted time in school. Do you agree with this opinion or not? That would be, I think, hot topic to debate. And now I'm just going to ask for volunteers for round 3. So give me your names, guys. Who wants to participate in round 3? First timers.
Someone requested to speak.
Yeah, someone requested to speak. Okay. Who wants to go in round 3?
I will go if you do not find any new participants.
Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. You're
I'm
also
down
good.
to it.
You're also down.
I'm in as well.
Okay. All right, but let's ask once again. That we have a full room, I think close to 40 people listening. Are you guys interested in participating in a discussion on education? Okay. If you are, then request to speak, please.
Yep, count me in.
Okay, who was that? Can you give me your name?
Lakshya.
Laksha. Okay, Laksha. Okay, thank you. So first time today, Laksha.
Yes, sir.
And one more. We need a few more people. Okay, just taking names. Don't make me play the elevator music. Elevator music is for you waiting. Okay. All right.
I think they'll join if we start talking.
No, but we need specific roles. That's why I'm asking for volunteers. So, Big Man, would you like to be a part of it?
Someone has just requested to speak, I guess.
Okay. Femboy requested to speak. Would you be a part of this discussion? What do you think, Femboy?
Yes.
Femboy? Okay. Let's ask Femboy to join. Femboy, double Y. Or triple Y, actually. Okay. So we need 4 more. 4 more people. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'll talk.
Big Man? Okay, Big Man.
Can I join? Yes.
Who was next?
Frankly, I am willing to join, but first of all, I need to, to allow the people speak firstly. Then,
yes.
I can fill out the things.
Okay, well, since I don't want to wait too long, if there are any...
can I join?
Who is that?
Yeah, you can
If there isn't enough people, I can.
Fujaro. Okay, Fujaro is going again. Fujaro and Ace.
Yeah, Ace. Yeah.
Ace and one more. Who was that?
Yeah, Daniel, you can write,
Daniel.
or you can
Daniel.
write.
Okay, all right.
There is no problem.
The bases are loaded, guys. The bases are loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, everyone. I am going to load our wheel, and in a moment we'll see what your rows are. So, Femboy, we are on Twitch. You need to be looking at my screen. So go to Twitch TV /English Spot. English Spot, okay? All right, guys, here we go. Who is going to be our leader? Let's find out. All right, Daniel. Daniel, you are our leader this time around. Congratulations.
Yeah, instead of being the devil, like, it's gonna be fine.
Yes.
So what's the point? What's the point?
The Timekeeper. Let's choose the Timekeeper now. That's Femboy. All right.
Well, the roles have some particular duties attached to them, so like you have to keep the conversation going in one direction or the other, so you need the roles.
Active participant number 1. Here we go. All right, Fujar again. You need to participate
Again,
a lot.
really?
Yes, that is your luck. That is your luck. Okay. Next. Active participant number 2. All right, Laksha. Congratulations.
Oh no.
Why? That means you have to tuck your head off.
No, not me. Like, not Lakshya. It is me. Yes, because it means I am either gonna be summarizer or devil's advocate.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Okay, Ace. You're the devil's advocate again. Congratulations. And Big Man, you're going to summarize it for us at the end, okay? I think. All right. Congratulations. Everybody knows your roles. Excellent. All right, so the leader. Leader, are you with us, Femboy?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Leader, you need to look at the screen. Are you looking at Twitch channel? We're live on Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
very good.
I know that.
So, so the leader will have to read the questions and make sure that there's no silence, that everyone is talking, okay?
I think it's gonna be like the question 4, right?
Sure. I think question...
Like any question you want, you can take.
Yeah, you
That
can
is the
choose.
thing.
You're the leader, so you can choose any question you like.
Okay, I think like the third one, we couldn't talk about that one. No, we talked before, right? Okay.
Okay, so wait a second. I'll get the timer ready, and in a moment you can start. Okay.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Corporal.
Let's go. Time start.
Okay, first of all, the question is like, should corporal punishment be permitted in, I couldn't see that, in schools, I think?
Yes, in schools.
What is that called?
Yeah, in schools.
In schools, why or why not? Support your idea or opinion. Okay, so, I mean, basically, like, let me get started first. If you ask my opinion, I would probably say punishments, or the punishments, is not gonna be helpful for the learners, to be honest. I mean, as long as you punish the people or the learners to force them to learn something deeply, it's not gonna be helpful at all. Instead of that, you can just encourage them to learn something easily. Like, for example, if you ask my opinion, like, you can just tell them, guys, it's gonna be helpful for you in the future. You may get a job quickly by learning something like English language, for example. Instead of punishing the people or instead of forcing someone or the people to learn something, it's not gonna be helpful at all. I just prefer encourage them. It's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be helpful rather than like punishing someone not to do something. Or for example, you are not doing your homework. I will punish you. You will write it at for example, 50 pages. You will write it over and over again. I don't prefer it. So let's get started with the active participant. So you can just go ahead if possible. And here you go. Go ahead, guys.
Okay,
I actually have to head out now. Sorry about this.
But
Okay, go ahead.
See you, lads.
No problem. We can continue. 5 of us. Go for it, guys.
So I got 2 points about that. The question is, so wait, what is the question? No, the corporal punishment shouldn't be permitted in school. First of all, it's not legal about the law. We can't touch or do anything with children, like to slap them or to beat or hit them. And second of all, about morality, it doesn't help.
Wait.
the
I
kid.
guess you got the meaning wrong. I mean, corporal. It literally says to the body. It means like general punishments to the class.
Oh, general punishment. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
No, sorry. Let me clarify. To the body means like hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitting the body. Yes.
Then it should be physical punishment. Right?
Yes, physical punishment. Corporal punishment. Yes.
So I was right.
Yes, you were
Yeah,
right.
yeah, sorry,
You're right.
sorry, I was wrong.
Continue.
I agree with both Nature and me.
Okay. So first of all, it's illegal, as I said, about the law, etc. We can't beat children. And second of all, about morality, it doesn't help the kid to learn. It will like block them, if you see what I mean. Like to help the kids to learn, corporal punishment, it's not the best thing to do. I got this experience because my dad before beat me, and it doesn't help me. So what's your point, guys?
Go for it, guys. Go. Leader, points to someone. Fujaro, Laksha, Ace, Big Man.
Ace would be
Steve.
like speaking most probably.
Okay. So corporal punishments in school. So first of all, it is not permitted in my country already by law, but I'm not gonna talk about that because there are many other countries which I not know about. So that is not necessarily a general law. But then the corporal punishment comes with some kind of physical harm, which it was there in my parents' generation, and they didn't like it one bit. And that's because, for example, if you forget your homework, this is a real incident. If you forgot your homework, like they would just go to your desk, say that okay, you forgot your homework. Then at that time we have that punishment where we bring out your hand, and they bring out the hand, and they have a really thick stick. We call her conchi. That is the thin bamboo, the shoot of a bamboo, you can say, like thin bamboo stick, and then beat them on the palm with that. So it literally it gets so bad at times that it just beats me. Sorry, not beats me. I mean, it bleeds. The hand literally bleeds from the beating. And my father has been trying to get to me about my device usage or engagement with the gadgets and all, using corporal punishment, you may say. But it didn't work one bit, because one day it was there that I was sitting on my bed watching the laptop. He just came in. He just said, okay, quit your laptop right now. I just said, okay, wait 10 minutes, I'm quitting. And then he just said, okay. And then he took a charger cord and started beating me. I was literally, what the hell? And I'm not a very cool tempered boy either, so I just said stop, otherwise it is gonna be bad. I don't agree with the thing which I did, or I do not accept the thing which I did, but after some time he started beating me. I really got it was bleeding from all over my body, so I literally got so angry that I beat him, and he was bleeding from all over his body. So I don't think it is a healthy relationship to maintain.
Let me put it this way. For example, it is getting better nowadays in Turkey, to be honest. Let me give you some examples from my childhood, let's say. When I was at high school, or let's say the primary school, our teachers were exactly punishing us. Such as slapping or kicking, or they were exactly, I'm not supporting that idea, but let's say they were literally swearing at us because of not doing some assignments or some task given by them. It would be unacceptable actions, belonging to some teachers or lecturers or trainers, whatever you want to call them. I really got sick of that, to be honest. I mean, from my childhood, I have been seeing a lot of teachers, especially the old teachers I am talking about here, because they just prefer punishing someone. So we can just move on with the devil one if possible. But you have already talked. Let's say the summarizer. Maybe I haven't heard that your voice before. I mean, he left, I think, as far as I see here. So you can move on, guys, if possible.
Okay, somebody else, jump in, guys.
I guess Laksha should.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anyone
Laksha
talking.
left.
No?
He had a problem issues about connection.
Okay, so whoever can speak, guys. What do you think?
But I think we all get the same point of view.
Yeah, say it, please.
No, sorry. I mean, I think we all get the same point of view. So can we
move on to the next question? Okay. Like question 5. I think I'll extend the time. And question 5, leader, read the question and go for it.
Yeah. Opinion. Half the stuff the teachers teach us is not useful, and I will never need it. Do you agree? Why or why not? Support your idea or opinion, guys.
All right, guys, go.
So, I'm sure two opinions. Most of the thing what the teacher teach us, it's mostly useful. Again, talking about French school is the ability to speak. They really help us to speak in front of class, in front of people, to not like lagging in front of unknown people. And sometimes they are teaching us something which are not useful. I mean, I don't have any example right now because I need to find it. But yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say it. The thing is that the teacher teaches us many things. Now, what the teacher teaches you depends on the teacher, obviously. But like speaking in public is not necessarily one of them, because like we have a student in our class who literally speaks like in 1 month we may hear his voice once, even during offline classes, and maybe even not. And like even if someone says him to speak, he would be like, no, I'm out of here, and then he just like literally runs to the toilet, wastes the entire period and comes back. He's like just that much shy. So I don't think that public speaking is one of the things like which is necessarily incorporated in school system.
So another more pertinent point, I guess, the teacher helped you to be well behaved, I guess. I think and I assume your parents are not always behind you, because when you go to school, it's not your parent who teach you. So the teacher will teach you, to how to behave in front of other people than you in a community.
Yeah. I have one question. Where do you spend the time more? In the school or in your home? Like literally, where?
I guess in school.
Wait, how many hours do you have school? Are you in boarding school?
Let me put it this way, guys. Pardon, but let me put it this way. I mean, it's not a piece of cake to learn something from the teachers all the time. I mean, none of the people I'm talking about, the teachers or the lecturers here, I mean, like, they cannot teach you everything. Of course, none of the people will learn everything at schools. Like, students must, force themselves to study by themselves. Like, all teachers cannot know everything. This is always, right? We are human beings as well. I mean, somehow they need to improve themselves by searching or doing more researches or something. I mean, in this case, it depends on the learner or the learners, let's say. Because, some students, especially the students, let's say, they really think that teachers will teach them everything. I mean, they will just go to the school, mostly 6 hours per day, weekdays, let's say. And they really think that they will learn everything from schools by the teachers, let's say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not acceptable, guys. I mean, don't make fun of yourself. I mean, it's not gonna be happening, you know.
Yes,
I mean,
as we are talking about the teachers, let's transition on to the subjects which they teach us. Really, at first, I think so. Where do you learn more skills, online or in school? like really, you need
I
the basic
myself.
things. You need the basic things like the communication, speaking, and language. Aside from that, like the advanced stuff, like everything related to your future and all. Does a school like ever made you feel like yes, you are in this school, you can always crack every competitive exam in the world or in your even in your own country? Is there any school that can make you feel like that?
I mean, let
Can
me
you come again? I
Or
don't
like,
get your point.
or wait, let me rephrase that. Is there any
Yeah.
school in the world which can make you feel secure about your future and nothing else?
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's a tough
I want to
question.
know.
but
I
we
want to know
may-
that
We
school.
may discuss about that later. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
may
slightly
discuss
off
about that
topic.
later.
Slightly off topic, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Look
out
at
of
the
topic,
time.
right?
Look at the time.
Okay,
So,
guys, let me,
can I add something?
yeah, sure. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so I think a teacher and parents are like additional thing because parents teach you something at home that it's not teach in your school, but teacher can teach you something which is not in with your parents. That's my point.
Yeah, but I mean, it also depends on the verb, which is called teach, right? I mean, what do you think? Like, for example, if you're talking about the subjects, okay, you can learn something from the lectures. But first of all, I mean, I can just say this is a half of part. I mean, of course, teachers can teach you something like 50 or 60%. If you want to make it like 100%, you need to work on it. You need to study on it hard, in a hard way, let's say. And to be honest, like, I can just say, let me summarize quickly. I can just basically say it's going to be helpful. But of course, like, it's like 50% of that, to be honest. Okay, so you need to carry on. You need to improve yourself in a good way.
All right, time's up, guys. Time's up. Sorry.
Yeah, duration is the problem.
This is crazy. Oh my goodness, what a very it's a heated discussion there. Right. Thank you so much. Oh, this was awesome. Thank you. So you managed to cover two questions. The corporal punishment, which was punishment to the body, right? Slapping, and you were actually supporting it with you were supporting it with experience from your own school or maybe your own life. And then the second one is whether the teachers teach you useful things or the school teaches you useful things or not. And I try to bring up something to help you, like, what do you think about calculus? Do you use calculus in your everyday life, or physics, or chemistry?
I saw that, and then like change the topic for that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so maybe let's ask Summarizer, which was who was that?
Summarizer is out.
Oh, is out. Okay. So I'll just ask you general opinion, guys. What did you think about this round? Was this a better round of discussions than the previous ones?
Yeah, for myself.
Incredible.
Yeah, for myself. Yeah, I was more free with this.
I felt more comfortable.
Same thing over here.
Excellent. See?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting better because, like, we are just getting used to it,
Very good. Practice makes perfect, right?
Well, we have some problems about time management,
Yes, I know that.
As a teacher, I like 5 minutes.
Yes, I've noticed that. So, if you want feedback from me, okay, here's feedback from the teacher, guys. All right, here we go. I think that this was the best one so far. Because partially because the questions are maybe not as abstract as the other questions, but also another reason was that you are used to it. You're getting used to it, and you are getting used to your own voices. And I think that's great. I would just maybe mention one thing that you could improve. There were people going off on tangents. On tangents means going off in a direction that is not topic related, okay? So just be careful. Stay on topic, and then you'll be doing just fine. And I just hope that everyone was able to speak up. I think Laksha, did you have a chance? I think he's gone.
He's gone.
But I think that would be great if everyone had a chance to speak. But other than that, that was just awesome. Thank you.
I'm just asking you, was my question off the topic?
Oh, which one? The question about, is there a school that can prepare you for life?
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's what we call a rhetorical question. It's a question that doesn't have an answer, right?
Yeah, rhetorical questions.
You are just asking a question to make others think about it, right? So it was interesting. That was interesting.
Maybe your question will be better if you ask, does teacher help you in life, like in real life? Or something like that.
I guess it depends on the teacher. This teacher helps you with your real life academic discussions. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. No. Thank you. You guys are the stars of the show. I am just sitting here and facilitating. But once again, I want to thank you so much. That was awesome. And I think we have time for one more round. Now, this has never happened. We've only gone 2 or 3 rounds. This time, we're going to do 4 rounds because there are still some questions that haven't been explored. So if you are in the room here in stage and you were not able to speak, thank you again, all your participants. Let's give the first timers a chance now. Okay, so I see some people want to speak. I will give you... yes, who wants to go for a round? This is going to be our last round, number 4.
Can I suggest something?
Yes, what is that?
Is it better to add like more devil advocate? Because I think our opinion is like mostly the same, so it will be like more interesting to add like 2 different opinions.
Okay, that sounds really good. Okay, that's what we're going to do.
What was the question again?
Right, just a second. I'll show you the questions on the board. We're going to have 2 devil's advocates that will be arguing against. Now, somebody's microphone is making noise. I think it's Sapphire. Yeah, somebody's microphone is making noise. Or maybe it's this person, Nick. Let me just troubleshoot. Unmute.
I'm out. I've got to do my project.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you.
It was a good time.
Well, join us next time. Next class will be on Wednesday at the same time. So, do we have any interesting parties to do round 4? If not, we can just stop it right here, guys. All right.
I'd like to.
Guys, I mean, pardon, but if I were in your shoes, I would probably force the teacher to prepare a new debate club, guys. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know, I mean, if I were in your shoes, I would probably say, I am willing to join. Like, I am just deeply believing that. I mean, just accept me or something.
All right, guys, just before we in that case we're going to part shortly, but before we do, I just wanted to thank again the English Hub. It's a great server that you should be a part of.
Can I speak quickly? There's not enough time left.
Yes, okay. What did you want to make a comment?
I just joined the server and I just want to find out what it's about and so that I can, participate in the next.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure we have so many friendly people here in the general chat. They will be able to help you, or in the VC. But right now I'm teaching a class, so okay. So as you can see on the screen, maybe Ever Cryptic, can you join my Twitch channel? Then you can see the screen. All right.
Twitch.
Okay, so again, a couple of links. Please, I'm going to show you my. I'm going to show you my Twitch channel, and
where exactly can you get the link for that?
It's Twitch TV / English Spot.
Yeah, I will send it on the chat box.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, guys. So what I wanted to do is just show you ways of staying in touch with this channel. First of all, please follow. If you want to sub, that would be great too. You can support this channel through becoming a fan, or a big fan, or a giant fan of the channel. And of course, you can donate. I'm currently collecting money for better equipment for streaming. Also, please make sure you visit my website where you can get worksheets and just be notified of the coming lessons. And just so you know, you can buy me a coffee to keep me caffeinated. Okay, thank you for that. That's great. And and one more thing I just wanted to mention, guys. That is on Wednesday at 5 p.m. UTC. That's London time. Okay, we're going to have our next class. And the topic of our next class is... Are you guys ready? This is the thumbnail I just made for the class. We're going to be talking about the LGBT. So if you have opinions about that, the questions will be posted. Yeah, it's going to be lit.
It will be.
Yes, it should be a very popular debate. So you don't want to miss that. So join us early and make sure that you follow the YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon so that as soon as I post the event, you will be able to find it. Well, everyone, thank you so much. That has been an amazing experience, and I guess I'm looking forward to seeing you next time on English Palette. All right, thank you. Yeah. And again, thank you. Thank you for all your participation, guys. You've been awesome.
You are awesome.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you, guys. Bye for now, and have a great day.
Have a spectacle.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good debate, honestly.
Yeah.